Like, I tell everyone that she still likes to play with her toys and with her friends.
Yes, she is.
Y también nos encanta bailar and we also love to dance. Ahora es tiempo de relajarnos y tomar el sol. Now it's the time to relax and enjoy the sun. Y para tomar el sol, Jessica usa un bloqueador eco-friendly para cuidar de nuestros corales. Jessica uses an eco-friendly sunscreen to take care of our reef. ¿Ustedes creen que Excel necesita bloqueador solar? Do you think Excel needs sunscreen? Muéstranos, Jessica. Show us. No, los lobos marinos no utilizan bloqueador solar porque ellos tienen un hermoso pelaje que los protege del sol. No, the sea lions don't need sunscreen because they have hair for protection of the sun. Y es momento de decirle adiós a Excel. Now it's time for say goodbye to Excel. Yeah, and she's gonna say goodbye like this. Muchas gracias, Excel. Thank you so much,
There's some qualified people in
que Luna y Jessica, por favor, muéstranos las diferencias entre los lobos marinos y cobras. So Luna and Jessica, please show us the difference between sea lions and seals. La primera diferencia son las orejas. Los lobos tienen orejas como nosotros. The first one are the ears. The sea lions have ears like ours. Los lobos marinos tienen pabellones auriculares externos, mientras que las focas solo tienen orificios auditivos. Sea lions have external ear flaps, while the seals only have a ear hole. La segunda diferencia es la manera en que un lobo marino utiliza sus aletas pectorales para nadar. The second difference is the way a sea lion uses the pectoral fins for swimming. Ellos se impulsan hacia el frente con esas aletas pectorales. The sea lions propel themselves forward with their pectoral fins, mientras las focas usan solamente sus aletas pélvicas. Pero, ¿cuáles son esas aletas? While the seals will use their pelvic flippers. But where are those flippers? La tercera diferencia es la manera en la que un lobo marino puede moverse en tierra. The third difference is the way the sea lions can move on land. Ellos tienen un hueso rotativo en su cadera que les permite caminar sobre sus cuatro aletas. The sea lions have a rotating spinbone that allows them to walk on all four feet. Like this. De esta manera, just like this. Ahora tenemos un gran aplauso a Luna porque ella se despide así de todos ustedes. Now everyone clap your hands for Luna because this is how she says goodbye. Muchas gracias, Luna. Thank you so much, Luna.
Oh, these are big in there.
Big boy.
Yeah, he's a big one.
Bien. La primera diferencia entre los machos y hembras es el tamaño. Los machos son hasta 3 veces más grandes que las hembras. The first difference is the size. They can be 3 times bigger than females. La segunda diferencia es el color. Los machos son más oscuros, mientras que las hembras tienen un color más dorado. The second difference is the color the males have. Dark color, while the females have golden color.
Yeah.
Y la tercera diferencia es lo fuertes que son. The third difference is how strong they are. Los machos como realizan vocalizaciones para defender su territorio. The males, like Julio, make vocalizations for different territories. Todos atención a Julio. Pay attention. Mientras que las hembras realizan
You want to go to the right?
Um,
Get some video inside the forested
think-
area, yeah. Alright, mateys. Here we've got the native iguana. Unfortunately, it looks like it's a stick. But if you use your imagination right there, there might have been an iguana.
all right, you know, computer. Some of us talk to you, but you know, they can't wait till you actually look. We'll walk around that way.
The guide suggests we move this way. Supposedly there's some wildlife. I don't know about iguanas, but there sure as crikey are some trees. Oh no, it's another iguana. No, only a tree root. But again, if you'd have used your imagination, you'd have seen a fearsome beast. The elusive iguana likes to read in the underbrush. Perhaps we can see one. No, it looks like we're going to have to use our imagination again, folks.
Do you even hear yourself because it's big?
Oh no, it's a snake. No, only a pipe. Again, if we'd have used our imagination, there would have been a fearsome beast. But look, actual wildlife. It's a bird. Now, I'd like to tell you what kind of bird it is, but unfortunately, I'm only an expert on imaginary creatures. Now, just so you know, if you're ever lost in Chankanaab State Park, you can judge by how you're going with the moss on the rocks. If you see moss on the right-hand rocks and moss on the left-hand rocks, it means you're in a path. The natives have left us signs marking conveniently the path to our death. Be careful. It's like an unstable bridge across a very narrow ravine. Crikey, this is nerve-wracking. Oh, fortunately, we made it safely across. The expedition continues. Oh, they've put an obstacle in our path. It's some kind of tree. Perhaps if we just ease around, it will leave us alone. I don't know what happened to my accent right there. Kind of went brogue. In fact, I believe I'm going to be more refined from now on. Another marker. Boy, oh boy, it appears that...
Because of your yakking. Literally, he ran across.
I missed a snake because I was yakking. I see no yaks, but apparently I was doing it. Here we have a native sacrificial altar. In days of yore, they would put pineapples and other various fruits up here to attract the native iguana, which, of course, as you know, we are using our imagination to picture.
My husband's a moron. Just like to put that out there.
The fearsome jaguar. In the Mayan civilization, this was the most emasculating creature on the planet. Look at those teeth. Balls right off. And here we have the Stargate. Now, I don't know if they've actually found all of the symbols, but I don't see any chevrons, so perhaps this one is out of order. Very good, too, because the ancient Mayans were what we in modern-day times call dicks. In fact, here's one of them, pictured in a statue, doing his very best to stare down at our balls, wanting to feed them to the noble jaguar. And a pile of rocks. If you go higher and higher, you'll see some weird statue. We do not know what it is. Perhaps if we use our imagination, it could become an iguana. Ah, the native is getting restless.
Yeah.
She is not appreciative of my historical documentation of this amazing wilderness. Another freaky statue. Perhaps it is one of the 7 symbols. Oh, it appears that I have missed another critter. He went down in that hole. If you just use your imagination, you can picture him skidding right across there and down into the hole. There's a lot of imagination on this tour, folks. Except for the bird. It was real. I don't know what it was other than a bird, though. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what the Mayans do to people who do not want to have full bodies of stone. They simply rip their heads off, put them in stone, and put them on a pillar. And their pets. They go with them to the afterlife. Here we see a depiction of a typical Mayan dinner. If you look at the bottom, you will see a table with weird frilly things and 8 chairs. Pictured above is the traditional fight over the heart. Now, little known fact, but the youngest male child could challenge the adult male for the heart, which would be looking like this. He is not happy. He wants his heart. This is what has happened when the youngster has not won. You notice he does not have a head, just a body. Boy, parenting was rough back then. Ooh, the noble iguana. We have seen him, we have spotted him, and we do not need to use our imagination. Perhaps we can get close. We will zoom in. There he is, the noble iguana. No more imagination required. Perhaps we can piss it off. Oh, he has sensed our camera and is posing as all Mayan iguanas are wont to do. They are total hands for the screen. Notice now as he turns his head for the profile. Please, please, get me, this is my good side. Now we will simply... Oh, no, no. Ah, there he goes, he likes... This lighting is so much better. And you can get me to scale with the railing of the bridge. See how large and impressive I am. I only can imagine is what he is thinking right now. Amazing. Now, having his fun with the camera, he has decided to scurry off into elsewhere. We are now crossing the Iguana Waterfall Bridge, as I have decided to name it just this instant. Look at that water flowing. Perhaps the iguana wanted a drink and we pissed it off and it just left. Oh, he has climbed the tree. He said, please look at me here. I have so much more color when I'm next to a tree. Watch me scurry. Watch me scurry. Yes, we are watching you, noble iguana. Pictured here, the Mayan baby in his stone onesie. Why they put a second head on top of him, historians do not know. Perhaps it is to warn the father that the child has come. Despite our guide's many protests, we have brought out the camera as we approach the ancient ruins of wherever. As you can see from the stone steps, they did not have very much wood. Wait, we're in a forest. Maybe they were just dumb. We peek in, and oh my God, it goes through to the other side. How amazing. This was Mayan air conditioning at its finest. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look closely, you can see the inferior iguana of the Mayan times, the noble gecko. The noble gecko is a very solitary creature who doesn't scurry much unless he's after a cricket. For you Europeans, we are not talking about the game with the bats and the balls. After an amazing tour in the jungle, we have returned to the gateway to civilization. As we pass through these stone arches, I want you to remember all the things that we imagined, and the 1 or 2 things that we actually saw. Next time, perhaps we might even imagine a dragon.